Hey, yes, hello. I am your weird Uncle Rald, even though we were probably not related. And today, my nieces and nephews, I have a little question for you. How many pop culture references does it take to screw in a light bulb? The world may never know. So, what is pop culture? Pop culture is Batman! Pop culture is the Muppets! Pop culture is Lady Gaga! Pop culture is Harry Potter. Pop culture is My Little Pony, the old one and the new one. Pop culture is Powerpuff Girls. Pop culture is Willy Wonka. Pop culture is Kurt Cobain. Pop culture is Regular Show. And all of these. So what do all of these things have in common? Recognition from mass media. Some of these are from books, some of these are from TV, some of these are from movies, but they're all recognized from mass media. Like I said in the last episode, pop culture is low culture, pandering to the lowest common denominator. And it is everywhere constantly in order to do this. The cool thing about this is pop culture reaches everyone, so it has the ability to bring people together. You have no idea how many times I freaked out over someone wearing a Simpsons t-shirt or wearing a Mario backpack. We like to identify with popular culture, therefore we like to identify with people who identify with the same popular culture we identify with. Identify, identify, identify. But certainly corporate researchers and test groups know this as well. They know if you like something and identify with it, you are going to value that thing with your dollars. Alright, we need a super popular movie. What should we do? I know, Star Wars. So now that we've had an introduction to pop culture, let's talk about my favorite subject that gets talked about sometimes, but not nearly as much as it needs to be. I call this pop culture bait. So what is pop culture bait? Well, here's how it works. Hey audience, do you like this thing? Why yes, we love that thing. Well, pay attention to us because we're associated with that thing. Check out our article, Best 6.5 Harry Potter Tattoo Conspiracy Theories. Okay, we will. Rinse and repeat. Nonsense. But it's a little more complicated than that. You see, pop culture bait takes many, many forms. The reference, the parody, the cameo, the crossover, the clickbait, and the meme. Memes are the best / worst version of pop culture bait because it can become its own pop culture. It's like two mirrors reflecting off of each other. It goes on infinitely. But that's not a pop culture reference. I can do better. It's like pop cultureception. Hate that. Hate that. So why does pop culture bait exist? Well, we already discussed how money leads to an abundance of pop culture. So we can naturally draw the conclusion that it's pop culture's job to fuel itself and earn more money. Take all that identification of popular characters and just turn it into money. But pop culture bait goes past identification. It's no longer about your favorite character's thoughts, feelings, or opinions. It's about how quickly you can recognize them. It panders directly to you through brand recognition. And what do people recognize? How things look visually, because that's the quickest way to absorb the necessary information. This is all you need to see to know that this is an iPhone, and this is all you need to see to know that I'm a Simpsons fan. When you see something that's yellow and square, what do you think of? Well, I'm pretty sure you probably associate it with a fry cook that lives in a pineapple under the sea. Some people look at our friend and remember fond memories of him failing his boating tests or jellyfishing, while others only know his name. Either way, he is recognizable in an instant, therefore he has brand recognition. And when you have a brand, it is very easy to fall into a pattern of rehash, especially if the audience is demanding the same thing over and over. Now we have several brands of rehash. We have the remake, the forever sequel, the beaten dead horse, and the quote, new idea, unquote. All these things are designed to draw in an audience with little more than a brand name or brand recognition. No trailer needed. They don't have to sell anything to you. It's already sold. Now let me explain the paradox of choice, or the Netflix principle. It states when someone has unlimited choices, they will always choose the familiar. This is why, even though Netflix has thousands of choices, you always end up watching the same thing. Like Family Guy. And this is another reason why pop culture bait is so effective. It's way easier and more comfortable to stick with what you know. And the people who come up with this shit know this. They know if they pander hard enough, you'll come and give them your money. And you are so special to advertisers because they know you'll fall for it. Is this evil? Welcome to the moral gray area. They're giving people what they want. That's a good thing, right? Maybe too much of a good thing. I mean, a kid would ask for candy every night for dinner, but it's not like you're gonna give it to them. But the thing is, nobody is exempt from this, including me, including you. If you like anything pertaining to pop culture, you fall victim of the bait every once in a while. And how horrible to find something you like and want to explore. It's obviously not. People need to be free to make their own choices. If someone wants to give money to an existing idea, more power to them. I mean, I do it too. At the same time, we need to be aware of pop culture bait because that is the world we live in. But if you're tired of seeing hooks everywhere full of bait, support original ideas. And don't support them with your words, support them with your dollars because that's what they understand. Or better yet, make an original idea of your own. Lose yourself in art. It's the only way to fight this broken world. All right, now for the Crapitalism comment question, I have two. What is some pop culture bait you actually would want to see? And what is your favorite piece of standalone pop culture that never got a sequel, just stand alone? I'm your weird Uncle Rald. Thank. Hi, I'm in black and white again. Do you want to know what I'm up to all the time? Well, follow my social media. And if you want to hear more stories from your uncle, subscribe.